Yo, 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 it's the Black King Goku, and, so yeah, this is episode 3, and, I built it up some since then, so, um, yeah, there's that. So, let's, I don't know, like I said, and, you probably weren't paying attention to Facebook, but yeah. So, what I would save your crystals for is basically well, I thought at first it should be for horns, but then I found out that there's more other things. But, yeah, you always want to do this every time you log in. You don't have to do this, but, like, every, so many hours.
That is your wish.
Or every 2 days or whatever you come in. I wouldn't wait too damn long because it starts draining a lot of things, but, you know. Oh yeah, I gotta kill those zombies that are on your base. It's more worth it if you're like really low on resources. It depends on it, what it is. But a little extra bonus doesn't really hurt anyway.
Job's done.
Always want to collect on this. Boom, 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 boom. And you want to do benefits, which gets you more money. I wouldn't worry about getting on anything else. I'd build that up. I mean, at first, if you have to, I would do that until you get enough to, obviously, do some more upgrades. And yes, it's important that you max this out. Very, very important. Because it helps out in the long run with a bunch of resources and stuff, so that's pretty good. It's this, well, where is it at now? Like, say this right here, you want to get, say if you're running low, which I'm actually at max right now. If you can see where that green bar is up there, this is oil. If you can't tell what that is, that's a can that's flashing 100%. Now, I don't need it right now, but if I needed it, and I can get, obviously, a little bit more extra or something, even though it doesn't fill up to necessarily all the time to max, but, you know, I can get this as well. I don't need it. I'd say I probably need a little bit more electricity, but, you know. And anyway. So let's see, what we were talking about now. Right. Save your crystals for, like, stuff you need for, like, your alloy barrels, which is for this, I believe. Yeah, you need alloy barrels, and you need, I forget what else you need in this game. You always want to update these at least. Everything up there. If you're kind of rolling low on cash, I'd say wait for a while until you get to the maximum that you, or the highest you can go. Like, I wait till 1 million, or if I can, like, get a bunch at once to do it. Which I go through this right here, this little pouch thing right here, where it's items. And right now, even though that says 500, that doesn't mean anything to me right now, because that's just, you know, for a little extra. I'd use it if I have to. So there's like that, and there's like horns. But like I said before, horns are for your HQ. And I forget what else the other one was for. But, oh Lord, it was on the Black King, I believe. I mean, DVD KMP. That I happened to recently discover it. But yeah, there's another thing, and I forget the name of it. Like I said before, don't waste your crystals on, you know, force fields and teleports. You know, what you want to do is you want to donate into here, which I, as you know. I would wait till you get till like at least 25 at least of those. It was missing at least a couple of those. But when it hits a maximum of 25, yeah, then it starts to give you there. Then you can click on this. Yeah, that's good because I need the oil anyway. That's good too because that helps out with the money. May not mean a whole lot right now, but you know. And it helps out whenever you can do like, you know, do like donate. See right there, 5.0K. Every time they give you something like that, or 250K, whatever they can give you, because you can find that through creates and stuff. And then they have the daily challenge. Now, if you can do the daily challenge, that even helps even more. Now, so the daily challenge really sucks. But I mean, the reason why it sucks is because of the timing difference. Now, I forget the last one, but let's see. Honestly, I can't remember what the other one was. But like, well, no, I'm sorry. There's like 4 things. My bad. But yeah, and you can get you can get quite a bit of diamonds from zombies, but it's just random when it happens. So, let's see. Wow. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry about that.
Roger that.
Yeah, and well, this one's there. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. Defensive components. That's what you need the diamonds for. I don't remember what the 4th one was, but there was something else there. But because you can't get them. Like I wouldn't waste your diamonds on resources. Because what you need to do is you need to level up, obviously, to a certain point, and then start gathering it from like your benefits and stuff. You can absolutely do it, and if you can afford it, you don't have to do this. But I would recommend doing like at least the arms supply and the doomsday supply, because it gives you cash. Cash is a very, very codependency thing about this game. But you can obviously earn it, and if you can't afford it, you know, then don't worry about it. Just gather from this. Wait till you get like a bunch of it if you're running low at certain levels. When you're first starting out and you get to this point when you're using this, which obviously you should have already been able to use this in this because it's at the very beginning of the game. If not, then I don't know what to tell you. That's a glitch. Because, you know, but yeah, I would use it as much as you can. And then when you start getting benefits, you should be able to get at least some bit of more cash and some diamonds. And you can get stuff in the mail too, which also helps out too. Which is this little thing right here, which is called mail. See, like it says, and you might get like sometimes it'll get one from the system, or where it says Last Shelter Studio. You can get that. Helps out to do that, and it helps to get the daily challenge, which is not always a very easy thing. It was at the beginning when they first started out. When I was doing it, this is before they started doing it with so many deals. Now these other things are just crap. I wouldn't worry about those. So yeah, it's very important to upgrade what you can. Now, if you're running low on cash stuff, I would wait till at least you get to a certain point that you can obviously do, you know, where you can upgrade your bank, which your bank gathers more. But if you don't already know, you have to upgrade these houses. At least, you actually had to only have to upgrade one, but I would recommend upgrading them all because it helps out. And then, and it, not only that, but it gives you more power, especially when you upgrade all your buildings. It's not a bad thing. No, not at all. Let's see, what did that say? 880, 3,200. Oh, well, we can spare that. Let's go ahead and do that.
Work.
You know, what I don't get about this game is that, it's a very good idea to research as much as you can. I would do them one level at a time and then max this out as well. But if you're running low on cash and you can't get it anywhere else, you know, sometimes it can be hard to get cash when you're just kind of rolling up there, especially when you get up pretty far in the game. I would recommend leveling up if you can spare the cash. If not, wait for it to load up enough to then upload it and then update things. What you want to do is do this as well. Right now, I believe you always want to get to this. Start out with always that. When you come in here, you want to start out with this point, get rapid growth, and then go for rapid purification, well, you know, this right here, which is for your water, and you do your oil, and you do your electric, which is quick charge, and you do the wood thing, and then you do rapid smelting, and you want to get paradigm shift, and then like I'm showing you at one at a time, you go 1 1 1 1 1 1 all the way down, and then you know, 2 2 2 2 2 all the way down, 3 3 3. You know, you repeat the process, rinse and repeat. And then once that gets maxed out, you get down here, you go strong polymerization. It might take a lot, but it's worth it. And then you want to get stable improvement, which even helps too. So all that helps you out. You know, it's a very good idea to do it that way. And then what you want to do is you want to upgrade. You want to rinse and repeat like you did before on the other side. Do not worry about flexible reputation, which is getting more money right now, until you max out all the 6 items up here, which is fertilization, water chip, fuel purification, storage power plant, clear cutting, and heater furnace. Once you get those up, you should be okay. But like I said, it's just a good idea to do this one level at a time. See, right now, as you can see, as I followed up, I have 3. I did this one level at a time. So in other words, even though it says like 2, it's basically one level at a time is what I'm talking about. So like, each time it says 2, I want all of them to be at the equal amount of number of time I've actually done it. So then when that happens, you know, once I get this one down to 3, this one here to 3, that one there to 3, that one there to 3, this one will open up, but do not, I repeat, do not research it yet. Okay, there's a reason for that. You get this one here to 4, this one here to 4, which is fertilizer to 4, water chip to 4, fuel to 4, steel to 4. That's after they reach 3, which is after they all reach 3. You keep going until you reach 10. It might take you a while, and you might run a lot of money, but you know it's worth it. I actually made the mistake of actually upgrading my flexible reputation by 3 researchers out of 10.
Construction complete.
The first time I actually got to this point. So, but this is the second account that I've actually recently started. I'm still on that. But anyway, right now I'm going to go ahead and get this done, which is this is only going to cost. See that right there? With that 1 million, it helps out. So even though it might down a little bit, it's okay. And you got 4,000 and something 300. As long as you got a lot of it, it's worth it. So yeah. And as long as you're in an alliance and it helps out, you know, they help out, you know. And the more longer it takes to, you know, obviously you want help from other people too, you know, even though it might take a while before it's done. So that's what I do. So, and don't worry about the stationing system. Wait until like you got this at least up to, you know, basically up to the maximum level, which is whatever your base level is. But if you're hurting on resources and stuff, just upgrade this. Don't worry about it. Wait until you get more resources to play with. So like, say like level 10, which will give you a lot more to play with. But that does not include cash. Cash will definitely go lower on you. I had that happen. So therefore, you know, and you do want to get this upgraded as well. But I wait till you have at least enough money to cover for that. Right now, you probably don't, if you're up to where I'm at.
Construction complete. Classy.
14,000, 7,300. Yeah, we can spare it. So let's do it.
As you order.
Now, the only time you should ever do, like, electric building and stuff is if you got enough oil to do it with, first of all. And, secondly,
Roger that.
if you're, the lightning, if you can see that, like, that bolt or whatever you call it, you know what that looks like. If that reaches 0 and you can't get any other way to get it, you will need it in this game, which is unfortunate, but that's the way it goes. You want to make sure you have enough oil to do it with, or otherwise it ain't nothing. And what that means is that you can take that and give yourself more electric, which helps. It really does. The more you can put into it. See, right now I have one at level 7. I have my banks at level 7, which is good. That gives me more money. Right now I'm getting a total of 2,500 times that by 2. And there's your answer. Now see, with cash, you can, I don't know what the limit is right now, but obviously you can get a lot more each time you upgrade. So yeah, you want to do that. This is going to take a while to build, so let's see, how much would that cost me? Alright. I can spare it.
Roger that.
Might take a while to build that up, but it's worth it. So, you know. And you want to obviously get your places, your training thing up as you go along, as you have the money to do so. That includes this. I could, but I don't want to do that. My wood cutting is up, so that's pretty good. As you can tell, what I mean is not wood cutting, but my logs up there. You see those logs at 410K? That is the maximum right now that I can have all at once. Once you get to level 10, you can have about 1 million. Oh yeah. Once you build it up to level 10, you will not regret it. Helps to have a hell of a lot of it to play with. So, you know, and the timer on this is just pathetic. So, you know, and you don't have to, you know, obviously get arm supply, but it is a must have. You don't have to do it it's not a must-have to play the game with, no, but, you know, not to necessarily be number 1, but it is part of being number 1, as well as paying $100 and $4.99 and blah, 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 blah. I won't do that. I'm actually paying for 3 things right now. If you don't already know what that is, I'm paying for my music, and I'm paying for 2 crates from this thing. Plus, I'm getting a free crate, which is not anything. See, like the daily supplies. I got a subscription for the Doomsday Supply crate. It helps, and I would just cancel to put it on this one, but then I'd have to place credits into that one, or I could just even obviously load it from that. But I'm not sure how that works with games. Sometimes that can be a little crazy. So anyway, the reason I brought this video on, well, that was for one of the main reasons right there, to show that off. 2, because I wanted to tell you all about some things. Now, it was funny when they had this thing about this guy that was, this thing, because I don't look at porn. Not to say I didn't used to when I was at a certain age of my life, but, however, they do have where they talk about, it don't just happen inappropriately when it's not wanted, but it does happen when they want it to, and, from what I understand, they're still doing that for websites and stuff that are porn sites, and basically they're touching the passenger or the well, they didn't say it on the sign, but obviously they says something about do not touch your driver, she private parts. So I thought that was absolutely funny, and I shared it on Facebook. So and yeah, I did pay a little bit finally on Starship. I didn't pay a lot. No. Which, from what I could tell, I can do that at any time, just like I can on this, which I can obviously upgrade and get more. So that's a good sign. Also, another thing I want to point out is you want to upgrade this as much as you can. Like this, all these hospitals, it helps right along with as you grow your army of being able to train soldiers. See, right now this unit only has 3. I have like a bunch of them on my on DVD. And DVD is only going to be a secondary account now for backup support. This right now wouldn't do me much good right now. So let's see. I want to upgrade this, and this is not going to cost that much. It's only going to cost me some amount of wood, fuel, which I can spare it, and basically the iron and the 950 and of cash and 570 of oil. So yeah, let's see who can go first. It looks like I'm going to have to put it on her.
If that is your wish.
And that's that. I should have put more oil into them, but I didn't. And it really doesn't really matter anyway. Because it only matters when I have no other way to get electricity. And I need it so that I can, but even so, I can still regain it from these, like this right here, the wind turbine. I can also gain it from a solar panel, which you actually have to have the arm supply for that one. You can also get it from, which is best to choose when you first start out until let's see, what does it say? Yeah, base Slayer reaches level 10 for a free class change will be granted. So right now I am a farmer. I believe the next thing you should choose is a trader, and you want to ultimately become a raider. I think you can get a building when you become a trader. As a raider becomes with a defense trap. Defense traps are good because they help protect your base. Now, they may not be all that in a bag of chips when you first get them, but you want to max them out to your maximum level that you have right now. So far in the game, I'm not sure what level there is, but according to this, and this is the only thing that they can tell you. All you gotta do is go to more information right now. And all it does is it goes all the way up to 25. 25, I don't know if it affects the information or not. It doesn't really say if it does. It tells you, let me just start it off from the number 1. Because that's where you get it at when you first get one built. It doesn't take long to build them. Most of these buildings, they don't even, when you first get them. But other than that, well, anyway, Spy will tell you the coordinate and the commander of the army marching towards you. 2, which, by the way, the power also increases, even though it may seem like it's so little compared to what you're building up with your troops and stuff, including what the level of your base or your your troops and how many troops you're building or training, as well as the level of the will increase the power, which helps out too. So anyway, number 2, scouting will show the spy scouting, huh? Well, anyway, we'll show the quantity of the resources in the scouted city. Okay. Spy will tell you the target of the army marching towards you. Okay, what's the difference between that and the coordinate? I don't know. Anyway, spy will tell you the ETA of the enemy troop marching towards you. Scout will show the enemy class. I don't see what difference that makes, but whatever. Because it really doesn't have any... Class actually has no significance in terms of being able to take down people. Someone was telling me it mattered, and I was looking at it, and no, it doesn't really. Because you can send as many troops as you want to. So anyway, see, as the power grows, see, okay, number 1 will be 55. For some reason, it goes up a few numbers. And it goes even further with 3, which 2 is 59, 3 is 63, 4 is 69. Wow, that's a dirty number, but anyway, let's not go there. 5 is 78, and I believe I already went over that one, which is spy will tell you the ETA of the enemy troop marching towards you. 6 is going to be the power. If you can tell, that radar is level 6 right now, which I could go ahead and upgrade it, but I don't know if I have enough resources. But anyway, we'll show you the enemy class. Huh? Oh, wait a minute, I already read over that one. Okay, so 7 is going to be, which is that last level I can put right now, which is until I upgrade my base to level 8. Which I will tell you, I'll go over that in a minute here. We'll tell you the commander class of the army marching towards you. Okay, that's 7. 8, which is power 132. 8 is 203. Scouting will show the estimated number of enemy reinforcements. 9 is 302. Spy will tell, and I hate when it does this, congratulations to whatever, I don't care. Sometimes it absolutely makes you want to go through a store, which luckily it doesn't force you to buy anything, but it's like they're wanting you to. Anyway, we'll tell where we're at. 8 was 203. Scouting will show the estimated number of enemy for reinforcements. 9, 302. Spy will tell you the details of the reinforcements marching towards you, whatever. 10, which is DVD KMP right now. DVD KMP actually just got realizing until level 11, but has not upgraded anything particularly up to level 11 right now. Well, other than oil, ordered on that. Because that's one thing you want to work on, period, when you first get up to that point, is always oil, because that's a majority as well as cash and houses. So anyway, 430. Let's go. Which is the power for 10. We'll show the estimated total of defending formations and units. 11, 597. Oh, that's a lot of power. So I will tell you the estimated unit count of the army marching towards you. 12, 8, 13. Scouting will show the general info of defending formation heroes. 13, 10, 94. Wow. I'll tell you the unit info of the army marching towards you. Okay. So let's just go on. I'm not going to bother to read it. You can read it yourself if you want to. I'll let you pause the video and read it, because I'm a little tired here, but there you go. I'll read it some other time. Power time. Damn, that's a hell of a lot of power to go through. 25. I'll just keep on to that one. We'll tell you the hero level and skill impulse of the incoming rally towards you. So, yeah. That's a lot of power to go through.
Construction complete.
Equal to the power of what your buildings are and how much troops you have. And that includes, well, yeah, you want to if you want to upgrade all your resources, obviously, and try to get at least your house is built up to your maximum level. You want to, if you can afford it. If you can't, don't worry about it right away. Which is like the water tank, the well, actually, obviously, you want to upgrade this first of all for above all else. Once you get everything pretty much up there, once you can afford to do that, which is the oil storage tank. I don't know why it says tanks, but whatever. Well, they like parentheses, but whatever. This should be upgraded, but I'm not going to upgrade it right now. Got all my sawmills upgraded to, lumber mill, whatever. It's still got a saw in it, so it's got a saw lumber mill because it has to use a saw to cut down logs. So I don't know that. And this ought to be upgraded, but I can't because I don't have enough diamonds to do that and buy the horns I need, and including the other thing I need for, like, I forgot what it was called now. But anyway, you also want to build up your, you don't want to build on your iron right now. You want to make sure that all that's built up along with your water, and then you want to focus on your iron, and then, I would wait by sources. I mean, you build up all the resources first, and then worry about the storage compartments. Which in themselves, in this game, this right here has a storage compartment, but it does have a maximum, which it can be more increased once you get this to the maximum level of which your base is. For each one of these, like the water tank, this right here is your lumber warehouse. Go away. I don't care about you. I'm not talking to you guys there, but to that. This here should obviously always be upgraded as well. I wouldn't worry about it, but increase as much as you can per level. Okay, that's never happened before in this game. And then you want to go ahead and upgrade this, and upgrade. Okay, that's just nuts. All right, let's just do it. Wow, it's actually raining in this game. Okay, so there's that. I'm just building it up for right now because I'm at a high enough level that it's going to take a lot of that right now to help me out. So that's why I'm not just automatically getting it right now. So yeah, don't worry about upgrading this right now.
Hey, check out the timer.
Look at that. See how long that would take right now? Don't worry about that. Okay, it's all sunny now, thank you. As far as your troops and stuff, worry about it one level at a time. Because I discovered that as you go along, okay, as soon as you get like this one built, you want to build it up to level 2. This only takes like about a couple of minutes. And you want to build this one up to like level 2, just one at a time, and then you want to go over here and work on this one here, which right now that one there needs to be upgraded, and I should not have upgraded this one before I did that, because they all need to be on the same amount of level, which it sucks that you have to wait a certain level, but yeah. Right now I'm going to click on trend and show you. Right now this is about the highest I've been to. And this right here requires at least level 13. I'm not there yet. I'm like a couple levels behind. Not on the actual building itself on DVD, but because he started out that way and he's pretty much going to be the sort of tank kind of guy. Not the lead anymore. The highest they have right now, it's right now in the game, it's level 25, which I don't know what they mean by tier 9. But the highest one that they have up to is this vehicle right here, and it's in development. Now that, along with let's see, I don't ask me what they make any significance, because to me, as far as I can tell, it don't really, it just, as far as defending your base goes, it doesn't really make any difference. But as far as going out and attacking to defend yourself, whatever, yeah, it does make a difference. So yeah, and it makes a difference as well as upgrading your radar, which allows your satellite to tell, as well as this. But that comes along later. You don't want to upgrade that right away. These you cannot upgrade. These are just things you get to do for your construction vehicles. And that's that with the hard hat and the hammer on it. That's what these are. And they take time to do it. At each level, you can actually buy them, but, you know, you don't have to. You can actually wait a few levels, which I wouldn't. If you got the money, just pay the little price. It doesn't cost too much to get those. They're worth it to have. So, you know, especially you want to get them right away. But you can only buy so many, I guess, for some reason or another. I bought like a few of them, more than what it said. So yeah, but even so, yeah, I could spare it.
Roger that.
Now the reason I'm not getting here is because I'm trying to work on this. So yeah, there's that. The reason I'm not working on radar right now is because I'm getting all my resources up so I can do that. Which is also why I want to work on that. See, it don't take very long at all to do that. So what you want to do is this, which is the next one, because this is what I want to do. So yeah, and unfortunately, see, unlike the other one, it took oil. So right now it'll take that long. Take about 10 minutes. Sometimes it randomly varies for some reason or another. But see, when you're first doing it, which probably doesn't sound right. I don't remember if it takes any oil to do this or not. Because that's what first I said you had to get those. You don't actually have to do this in this order per se, but you have to do it to unlock per deal. So yeah, but I would definitely max it out. It's worth it. But yeah, most of them will take oil. So that's the reason why you want to get that up to the deal. And yeah, blah blah blah. Who cares about you? Now don't worry about combat or anything like that right away, because you're going to want to focus on, and I mean this literally, on all of that, your resource power, because you know, it helps to do that. Don't worry about any of that. You can obviously grow with more power the more you obviously do your you know, your stuff. And once you've gained a certain level and blah blah blah, you can do more. So it's worth it to go ahead and max out on resources and all that. Right now I can't do what I want to do until at least, God, what did it say, 13 to get my next driver, which I could buy one, but I'm not going to. So there's that. And speaking of which, you see this right here. You see where it's got the two guns or whatever, where it says 13,148, that is your power, your general power on your base. And where that says 7,980, that helps along with it, so you know, which is good. And that little thing that's moving around over here where it's got 1,489, that is your diamonds. Those are very rare. Do not waste them on things. Now this is your deal. For the star thing with the deal, that is it.
Construction complete.
And it all adds up because you got people that are in here. See that right there, that power? That means there's a total amount of power. Wow, I don't even know how to do that. So there you go. What we have right here is members. See, right now, it's because everybody's leveling up, which is pretty good. Right now, wow, he's been away for too long. This is who's online as I am right now. Don't worry about the name. Name's unimportant right now. See, right now, they're pretty much growing. This alliance will no longer be there a while. Yeah, 9 days ago. That's ridiculous. But we're pretty much gaining a lot of power because they're leveling up, and you're gaining a lot of power as they level up their buildings, and they gain more troops, whatever. Yeah, that pretty much helps out. So and what helps out as well is when you go into technology and you go onto Alliance Construction, which pretty much helps. I don't know why it says 0 for some reason or another, but it says level 0. And like I said, you want to obviously wait until it gets to 25. Do not waste your diamonds on this. It is not worth it. And it's not worth it to be like number 1 in this game. Because, yeah, first of all, you have a lot to compete with, and that's a lot of money going out you don't want to put out. Unless, of course, you want to put out that much money. Well, if you do, that's fine with me. But I refuse to put out that much money because, well, first of all, I can't afford it, first of all. Secondly, I don't want to be number 1. I just want to be able to play the game. Because you can obviously enjoy this game when you're doing it for free, but if you're paying for it completely, then you're just basically trying to win against other people, which to me is not, really needed. Right now, I can't get into this right now. Even as the leader, it doesn't matter. The store, on the other hand, is a very good and useful place. Now, I don't know who was buying 5-minute speed-ups and 1-hour speed-ups, but they're pretty good, but you don't need to get them from the store. You can actually get these, believe it or not, from benefits that actually give it to you through deals, and that includes from, like, when you donate to the Alliance to these crates. You can also get it from the random crate that it gives you for the daily, which, like I showed you. Now, see, this is the store itself. Right here, what you see is what you see right here. No, that's not what I want. The best things right now, I mean, Bunch of Rocks is pretty good. Helps out. What you want, I wish that we had access to a 24-hour one. There's supposed to be one. I don't know what's up with that. You can get random teleport, which I wouldn't recommend, because then you'd probably wind up into some kind of place where you're actually going, well, damn, I just got wiped out, because they'll knock you out. I wouldn't recommend it, but if you want to, you can. I would recommend it actually if you're wanting to do it, if you're actually high enough to take out people by yourself, if your entire alliance is able to do it all together at once to back you up or whatever with enough power. Otherwise, do not get it. The advanced teleport should only be for like when you need to teleport closest when you're out of, because it gives you a teleport when you join one or when you create one, I believe. No, maybe not that. When you join one. So yeah. I actually can give you one as well if you step down and give it down to someone else. Because it starts you all over back at the beginning. So yeah. You. Come on, stop robbing. And anyway, gifts happen randomly as well. You like higher the level, better the rewards. The unfortunate thing is that in order to get them, what happens is because it has to do with Alliance. So what basically means if you see help and you click help, it happens, but it doesn't always. No matter how many times you help out people through the Alliance, which is a good idea to help out, and whenever they need help, you just click on that, and it won't come right away, because it never does. It's the same thing in Final Fantasy 15, A New Empire. It doesn't happen right away. So yeah. Right now I'm gonna close out the game for now, because I am waiting on resources to build at the moment too. So what I want to do now is I'm gonna show you Star Chef. I like how it kind of makes the screen turn around. I don't know why this Last Survivor doesn't do that. It was doing it for some reason or another. Oh wow, we've been on for like so many minutes now. I will end this here in just a moment. So. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly show this as well. You know, I've only got one account, so you know, on this, I don't need more than one. And yeah, I hate what they've done with this game. You obviously don't need pretty much anything, but you do if you want to do like certain things. But it doesn't really help much in a lot of other things, like the activating the VIP does not help in a lot of different things. But it does help in other like speed ups and stuff like that. It can, but not always. I know because I mean I've had it. I mean if you're not gonna get it within just a little bit amount of time, no matter what you pay for the little amount that you can put out, yeah, no. And you see, I put out a lot of money, and even though it says I can have up to 6 tables, it won't let me do it. I guess I have to be a certain level. It doesn't say what level you actually have to be to put more in. But you know, right now I'm working on this, whatever this is. I forgot what it was. It's a new item I unlocked. It's called the wood fire oven. It took about 5 hours. It was actually technically 6 because it's 5 hours and 59 minutes. That's actually technically 6 hours. So give or take. Took me a lot of coins to get it, but it's for a new recipe. So, yeah. So yeah, and you want to click on gifts to help out. So that's about pretty much that. So yeah, and if you can, you want to go for help items, and also what you want to do is you want to make sure you get all these up and running, because otherwise it's going to take that much longer, and then you're going to be like, oh crap. So you know, plus it helps to pay off that way. The more you can do, but it may take you a while to build up coins. So there's that. And you might want to wait till you max out on all your, like, see right there it says 100. You might want to wait. It's actually a little bit lower when you first start out. It'll increase. I don't know if it'll increase anytime soon again. I don't know. I didn't see. You can't see anybody else's kitchen as far as that other stuff goes. You can look at their kitchen and see what they have in there. But like you can't tell what. Well, you can tell what level they are, but like what coins they got, how much cash they have. You can't even tell what star level they are. But it will be kind of obvious because if they have like the cocktail. See right there where it says activate, you don't need it. I got like 4 days, I think. I don't know. I think, but I had like 6 up to 6. Mocktail, counter, which is basically a cocktail counter. That's what that is. We don't know they call it mocktail in this game. Progress to 2-star and earn more coins at the mocktail counter. So, in other words, if this is upgraded, which it will, I'm guessing it will, because even though I've already put enough in there, which I would not waste the coinage on this until you've got enough coins to go ahead and put it in there to max it out. Which, by the way, it can obviously only go up to 4 boxes, I guess. I don't know. I haven't bothered to try. I didn't know it took so much. I wouldn't waste your coins unless you have a crap ton of coins. And this right here is worth it. But I'm not going to do it right now. It's worth it to get the coins if you can get them. But once they stop giving out the coins, it's a big old problem, because a lot of it's just like, you know, there's this. Yes, always get the coins. XP is unimportant right now unless you have already a crap ton of coins. If you have a crap ton of coins, you want to grab if you need XP to get to the next point, and it takes a lot. You need a little bit as much as help as you can get. That's what I recommend it for. I don't use it for that because I'm always in a bind looking for coins, not cash. So yeah. Or you can get the baskets, which you see that out there for 204, which helps out with extra. So but I wouldn't waste all those. I would just wait till you have like a crap ton of that to help out more, which you're obviously going to need. I have not progressed as much as a lot of other people have because, and I like how this is what I was going to say. I'm at level 15. And I'm actually level 16 in this game. It still takes a while to build up, but even so, I'm further progressed into this in terms of level. Even that takes a little while to build up, because you need all the resources to build up, and then you can start doing other things. And it's more likely to be better off if you level up your base to get more resources, so you can actually build that up, as I already tried to show you. But this right here alone is worth the effort of if you want to do this. Now, I could easily get a lot of other stuff, but I don't have the coinage. And I'm not going to waste it because then I won't have my music. So I have a choice. I can either sacrifice my music, which I will not do. I refuse to do. I've already put a little bit into this game, but I'm not going to put a whole bunch. Like I said, from what I can tell, you can do it at any time. You can activate membership or this stuff at any time. They're only talking about having sales. That's what they're talking about. But it'll still be the same price unless that updates at some point. But right now, you have to be like a certain level, which kind of sucks to get the VIP. In Final Fantasy 15, I believe you still have to be at a certain level, but you don't actually have to be as high in these games like you do, unlike in that game. So there you go. Anyway, what you want to do is you want to get everything up here built, like already ready to go before you basically serve. Once you get the more you get, the more you're going to want to do that, especially because it's worth the coins. And yeah, the likes help out. I'm not sure what they do, but they say something about getting a trophy, which to me, a trophy is not worth it. But getting all this is. Hello neighbor, find and collect 10 gift box from neighbor chefs. That is not a very easy subject. I'm not even sure how I was able to do that. That was actually random when I found that. So don't ask me on that one. The Social Butterfly 2, send 100 gifts to your friends. Which basically you can't have 100 friends. You can only have up to 20, which is lame as hell. Cook 30 recipes from the Spice Grinder. I don't have that yet. I have to wait to another level. Buy 750 rupees from the food truck, which you still have to be a certain level for that. As well as the catering service, which is from this little boy that comes around. Actually, he's actually an old man, sort of like in his 20s. Or maybe 30s. At the most, 20 to 30s. But he's like a little boy. He comes around with some services you can buy. It's kind of like in the truck. And you get like certain amounts you can actually buy it anyway. Grill Master. Wow. See all that? They're worth it to do as long as you actually have that. And I don't have most of those. That's why they're not lit up. This right here is, it's okay, but I don't work on it. You don't have much choice for that one. That one there gets unlocked on its own automatically. So, as far as these field goes, I don't know what level you gotta be to get to the next one. I'm not even sure what level I had to be to get what I had now. So yeah, there's that. In order to get 2 of these, you have to have 4, but you have to expand your restaurant. Which, what about that? I mean, basically right here, for some reason it doesn't expand over here. You have to pay for that separately with coins, gold coins, in-game gold coins. But you have to be a certain level, blah blah blah. So in order to have 2 waiters, you actually have to have 4 tables. And I believe if you want 3 waiters, which I don't see how they're going to fit without expanding my restaurant, you have to have 7. And I'm allowed to have up to maximum 6. But for some reason, it won't let me place it. I don't know. It's not telling me what level I have to be to place more tables. You can place decorations, I guess, to get stars, but I don't care about that. That also takes up room, which is very, very something you have to watch out for. So I wouldn't do it until you have like enough room to span out everything, and then you can start putting stuff in there. That's just my recommendation. I don't. I used to do that for other places. That was back when I can afford it more, where I can basically do things within the game itself. I didn't spend no actual cash on it or nothing. But yeah, I pretty much spent my time and I put it in there, and I was able to get double from that and everything. This you don't recover as fast enough, in my opinion. I mean, not that I really need to be fast enough to beat the game, per se. That'd be number 1. But yeah, in order to regain my losses from all that, yeah, there's that. So anyway, there's that, and that's the end of this story. I will see you all later. This has been on long enough. I'm sorry about the long hour, but that's the way it goes. This has been your host, the Black King Goku. Goodbye. See you in the next time video. Peace out.